The Strangers Chapter 1 comes out later this week and is apparently going to be the start of a horror odyssey 3-part series. So let's revisit the original films. So I rewatched The Strangers and The Strangers Prey at Night just to refamiliarize myself with our characters, our main characters, I guess, which would be the strangers in question. Chapter 1, which comes out this coming Friday, is being billed as an homage to the original Strangers that came out in 2008 and will be a series of films, a trilogy, with the second one supposedly being released this fall and then the last one early next year, which definitely explains why the trailer for Chapter 1 was so similar to the original. But I still wanted to rewatch and revisit the other two just to have the films fresh in my memory, because we're not going to be able to help but compare them. So as I said, The Strangers was originally released in 2008 and follows a couple spending the night in their family's secluded vacation home when 3 masked killers come knocking. The film ends with the strangers killing the couple, although the very end of the film is a jump scare of Liv Tyler's character coming to and screaming. So maybe she survived? I've mentioned this a million times on this channel, but I love the original Strangers movie, and I find it one of the scariest horror movies out there. And a lot of that does have to do with nostalgia and the circumstances under which I watched the film for the first time. I've told this story before, so just in brief, I was 17 or 18 years old when I watched it, and I was alone in the house for the whole weekend, and I thought it was tough shit, and so I rented The Strangers and watched it at night, and turns out I was in fact not tough shit. I genuinely thought I might die of fright. I love the simplicity of the movie. You're supposed to feel safe at home, so anything that disrupts that is terrifying to me. And the movie quickly dispels any comfort we might have in the fact that, like, okay, these strangers are outside, but they've locked the doors. When we see the scariest scene, definitely like top 10 scariest scenes I've ever seen in a movie, when Liv Tyler's character is in the foreground standing in complete silence, and we see the masked man step out from the shadows, watch her, and then when it cuts back a second later, he's gone. It's the ultimate scary way to show that these characters are absolutely not safe because the killers are already in the house. They've been in the house. And then there's the ending where the killers reveal that the only reason that they chose this couple, this house, was because they were home, suggesting that maybe they went around knocking on doors until someone unfortunately answered.
Why are you doing this to us? Because you were home.
Now, Prey at Night, which came out 10 years after the original film, made some bold choices, which I really like, honestly. The movie follows a family that are visiting extended family members in a mobile home park, but they arrive late and find their relatives dead and the park completely empty except for them and our masked killers, of course. The movie upped the stakes and made everything bigger than the original film. The biggest changes being we aren't confined to one single home and everybody is on the chopping block. All of the killers potentially die in this. The jury is still out on the masked man because that dude gets up like from a killing blow like 3 separate times. This movie also reveals the face of Dollface right before her death. Although I have to say that their conversation like wasn't the best.
Why are you doing this? Why not?
Like, why not? Simply does not hit as hard as because you were home. But I really appreciate the willingness to try bigger things and to up the stakes for every single character, including the killers. This movie has a lot of fun visual choices when it comes to camera movement, and that makes you feel as stressed as this family is. I really enjoy this sequel, and I hope that the filmmakers of Chapter 1, over the course of this odyssey, which is their words, not mine, that they're also willing to up the stakes for everybody. The one thing that I am nervous about is the lore that they potentially intend to bring to these killers. The Strangers to me is what Halloween is to other fans, in that I will broken record repeat, it's so scary because they don't have a motive. Although I think The Strangers exemplifies that a little better than the Halloween franchise, because as soon as you get to the second one, he's got a motive, but that's another video for another day. Promotional articles for chapter 1 have been hinting specifically at lore, like who Tamara is. That's the person that they keep asking for when they knock on the door the first time. I feel like it's a kind of a fun pull for fans to drum up excitement, but it does run the risk of giving the killers a motive that we know about, because they could have a motive potentially, we just never find it out. But if the filmmakers choose to reveal that to us, I think it might make it less scary, because then it feels less like it could happen to anybody. But we'll see when chapter 1 finally comes out. I'm interested to see how the entire trilogy is gonna play out. It's definitely risky. If the first one goes well, then there is built-in excitement for the last two, but if it flops, then they busted their ass making this trilogy for seemingly nothing. But I can appreciate the risk taking, and I think I will remain mostly apprehensive, at least until I can see chapter 1 and get a feel for it. Let me know your thoughts on these movies in the comments. I don't know if I made a review of Pray at Night. If I did, it'll definitely be an older, cringier video, but I will link it here if it exists. And I will see you this Friday with a Come With Me review of The Strangers chapter 1. So until then, stay strange. Bye.